guys, I'm Eileen. If you're new here, I post a video every week about fashion and luxury, so be sure to join my YouTube family. So I'm sure you've heard, a luxury handbag can be a fantastic investment. And if you've watched my channel before, you know I love investing and making my money work for me. However, handbags for me are expenses, not investment. This is why I always encourage mindful shopping and never to get into debt for fashion. And today I want to share with you why your luxury handbags might not be the best investment. First of all, the resale values of your handbags very much depend on the market demand. So if there's a strong desire for a certain handbag, the value will go up. This is why classic collections usually go up in prices steadily. However, I think it's important to remember that even within the classic collections, certain handbags are more popular than the others. For example, a Birkin 25 is very sought after at the moment because of the mini bag trend. This is why they are selling at a very hefty price on the second-hand market. Other factors like colors and leathers can also affect the resale values. For example, a neutral color like black, beige and brown will appeal to more buyers. I also notice most people are attracted to more durable leathers such as the Hermes Togo and the Chanel Caviar, especially if they are shopping for their first handbags. On the other hand, smooth leathers like the Hermes box leather is a beautiful heritage leather, but because it's quite prone to getting scratches, I want to say a lot of people will take that into consideration and stay away from it. So basically, a bag that appeals to more people will give you a better chance at selling it at a good price. Next, I also want to touch on trendy and seasonal pieces. Now we all know trendy pieces go in and out of fashion, which in turn will affect the demands. This is why personal shoppers will charge you a premium to source the hottest bag for you, but in 2 years' time, you might have a hard time selling the very same bag. Personally, I have a liking for timeless and classic pieces, but that is not to say you should never buy trendy handbags because some of them are absolutely beautiful, but just bear in mind the possible financial implications if you do want to sell in the future. In the luxury world, we often talk about price increases. Sometimes I feel like we get a false sense of security thinking the price increase is like an insurance for not losing money. And I say that because I think a lot of us overlook the fact that selling is not the easiest thing to do. First of all, if you decide to do it yourself, the whole process can be quite time consuming. You have to really take time to answer every question, take good pictures, write descriptions, package the item, and then send and track the parcel. Sometimes it will also take a long time before you find the right buyer. Or you might decide that's just too much work, you'd rather use a consignment service. In that case, remember, it's not uncommon for these services to charge up to 40% commission of the selling price, and that can easily wipe out the profit that you think you might benefit from the brand's price increases. For me, I used to think I could just sell my Chanel handbags easily if they didn't work out for me. Well, I've sold 4 handbags. With 2 of them, I was quite lucky to break even. And with the other 2, I actually lost quite a lot of money. And if you ask me, that's simply not good return for my money. Certain handbags can actually sell for more than the retail prices, especially if they are very popular. Again, this is why personal shopping service is readily available because you are paying for someone's effort to search for a handbag. Handbags like Birkin and Kelly are obviously in high demand. However, these bags are usually only offered to people with a purchase history. So in a way, you are buying in the hope of getting a handbag. So these costs really should be factored in when you come to selling your handbag. For handbags which are more readily available online or in store, it will be quite a challenge for you to recoup all your money if you decide to sell. For example, I absolutely love this YSL pouch, but since I got this a year and a half ago, there's not been any price increase. Plus, you can get this on so many websites. So I don't expect anyone to want to buy this from me at full price when they can get it brand new at their fingertips. So I guess the only incentive will be a huge discount, but that also means I'll be losing out a lot. The next important factor to consider is the condition of your handbag. Now, I think most buyers will prefer to buy a handbag in a pristine or at least excellent condition. So if you buy a very sought after handbag today and just keep it in the box unused and then try to sell it in a few years' time, you might actually make a profit. Now, I don't think many of us will have that business plan in mind when we buy a certain handbag. Most of us just want to enjoy the bag and only sell it if it doesn't work out for us. That said, I would suggest to always look after your handbags because selling is always a possibility. Last but not least, always keep your paperwork, including proof of purchase, authenticity card, and even the original packaging, because you will have a lot more asking power if you have all this available for the potential buyer. I've seen so many handbags on the pre-loved market with serious discounts because they're missing some kind of paperwork. So make sure you have a good system in place to keep everything away nicely to avoid future frustration. Personally, I think it's a good practice anyway to keep all the paperwork for insurance purposes. So those are the reasons why I think luxury handbags don't make the best investment. Now, I don't think resale value should be the only factor you consider when buying a handbag, but it doesn't do any harm to have a bit more awareness. For me, it just means to practice a bit more mindfulness when I do my shopping and only to buy things that I absolutely love. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!